Let us start the next problem on this rotational kinetic energy of rotating body. And um, uh, now we are studying the object as disk. We have completed two objects. One is ring and another one is disk. So this is the next problem based on the disk. A flywheel. Flywheel means the disk. A flywheel is a mechanical device specially designed to efficiently store rotational energy. This is the use of flywheel. Every machine having such a one large massive wheel, that is called as a flywheel, and this is the use of flywheel. Flywheel is designed to efficiently store the rotational energy. For a particular machine, it is in the form of a uniform 20 kg disc of diameter 50 centimeter. So mass is 20 kg and diameter is 25 centimeter. Always diameter should be converted into radius by dividing the two. It means here radius is 50 by 2, that is 25 centimeter. Able to rotate about its own axis. So this flywheel is rotating about its own axis, means axis passes through the center and perpendicular to its plane. Calculate its kinetic energy when rotating at. So here we have to calculate kinetic energy when rotating, means rotational kinetic energy. Calculate its kinetic energy when rotating at 1200, that is 1200 rpm. So revolutions per minute is not a SI unit. So to convert it in SI unit, divide by 60. If we divide by the 60, then 0 get cancelled. Dividing by 6, it will be nearly 20 rps. So it is 20 revolutions per second. To convert this frequency rps into omega, angular speed, angular velocity, so we have to multiply by 2 pi. So 2 pi into n. N should be in rps. 2 pi n. That is the equation. That is the way to get the omega. Use pi square equal to 10. Calculate its moment of inertia. So here we have to calculate the moment of inertia of the flywheel, means disc. In case it is rotating about a tangent in its plane. So when it rotates about a tangent in its place, so we have to find the moment of inertia of the flywheel about an axis tangent in its plane. Student, if you know the direct formula, you can directly apply. The moment of inertia of a flywheel about this axis, that is tangent in its plane, that is 5 by 4 mr square. So you may directly get the answer by using the direct formula. No need to go step by step. Also in this problem we have to calculate the rotational kinetic energy. So here we have to calculate the two things. One is rotational kinetic energy and another one is the moment of inertia about a tangent in its plane. So what is the moment of inertia of a flywheel? That is mr square by 2. So as the flywheel is in the form of uniform disc rotating about its own axis, so moment of inertia about that z axis, that is axis passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane, is half mr square, that is mr square by 2. And its rotational kinetic energy will be given by the equation half I omega square. So half belongs to this formula. I substitution is mr square by 2 into omega. Omega is 2 pi n. When we take the square of it, so 2 square is 4, pi square is pi square, and n square is n square. So 2 pi n square become 4 pi square n square. Therefore, the rotational kinetic energy. So what is the rotational kinetic energy in this case? This 4 get cancelled and remaining terms are m r square pi square n square. So m, this is r into n. Here the whole square is written and this term is pi square. Pi square value given as 10. So here mass is 20 kg. Pi square value is 10. Radius is 25 centimeter. So in meter it is 0.25 into n is, I already said to you that divide this value by 60. So n will be 20. So whole square of this r and n term, because r square and n square. So we can write the combined whole square. This is 0.25 is 1 by 4 and when we divide by the 4 to this 20, it will be 5. 5 square is 25. So your product is 25 into 10 into 20. So 25 2s are 50, 50 and this 2 0 means your answer is 5000 joule. So in this case, the rotational kinetic energy of this flywheel is 5000 joule. Rotational kinetic energy is 5000 joule of this flywheel. Now let us find the moment of inertia about an axis which is tangent and lies in the plane of the disk. So this is the axis passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane of the disk. So that is IZ, that is the central axis. And here the two axes, one is the x-axis and another one is the y-axis. These axes are called as a diameter axis. So axis coinciding the diameter of the disk. So here IZ is mr square by 2, that is half mr square. Here Ix plus Iy. So Ix is Id, Iy is also Id. That gives Ix plus Iy is 2Id. Hence, what is Id? This Id equal to Iz by 2, because Iz equal to Ix plus Iy and Ix plus Iy equal to 2Id, whereas Iz value is mr square by 2. Hence Id will be mr square by 2 by 2, that is mr square by 4. This is the moment of inertia about diameter. We want moment of inertia about tangent and lies in the plane. So it is parallel to the diameter axis. So using parallel axis theorem, this is moment of inertia about tangent in the plane is equal to, so that is considered as unknown axis, which is equal to IC plus mh square. Here IC is Id and mh square is mr square, h equal to r. So the equation becomes Id is mr square by 4 plus mh square is mr square. So mr square by 4 plus mr square, that gives you 5 by 4 mr square. If you know this formula directly, we can directly substitute the value in this. So just you have to write this much calculation. So this will also give you the full mark, and this is a direct way to get the answer. So for that purpose you must know the direct formula. So 5 by 4 mr square, mass is 20 and radius is 25 centimeter. So in meter it is 0.25, r square means whole square. So solving this, you will get the answer 1.5625. So answer is 1.5625 kg meter square, because this is the moment of inertia. Moment of inertia SI unit is kg meter square. So similar to the ring and disc, there are various regular shapes. So student, for these various shapes, you must know the moment of inertia about the central axis. So we have completed a ring and hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder means like pipe. The both have the same moment of inertia about their central axis. Because what is the difference between ring and the hollow cylinder? When hollow cylinder is cut into number of sections, we will get the ring. So difference between ring and hollow cylinder is of thickness. Moment of inertia does not depend upon thickness. Moment of inertia depend upon mass and radius. So axis is central. So moment of inertia of ring or hollow cylinder about central axis is, what is the formula? I equal to mr square. So the case may be like this. It may be a ring or it may be having some long thickness, that is a cylinder, hollow cylinder. So moment of inertia about the central axis is mr square. This we have studied, you must to remember. Now for the thin ring about the diameter, if it is a planar body, laminar body, so what is the moment of inertia about diameter? It is half of this, so that is mr square by 2. So here this is a diagram, moment of inertia about the diameter of thin ring. So this is the case when the ring will rotate about the diameter axis. Now annular ring having some hollow portion in it and having sufficiently large thickness such that the difference between the ring and the annular ring is, so for ring we are considering 1 radius, for annular ring we are considering 2 radius. R1 is inner radius and R2 is outer radius, and it having some thickness, that is R2 minus R1 is the thickness. So annular ring or thick walled hollow cylinder, because the difference between this annular ring and this thick-walled hollow cylinder is of thickness, moment of inertia does not depend upon thickness. What is the moment of inertia about the central axis? The moment of inertia about the central axis will be, this is half m r2 square plus r1 square, half m r2 square minus, sorry, r2 square plus r1 square, half m r2 square minus r2 square plus r1 square. See here student, how to obtain the moment of inertia of this annular disc. It is obtained like this. So initially take the complete moment of inertia of a ring, and from that subtract the moment of inertia of this r1 radius portion. Subtract the moment of inertia of this r1 radius portion. You will get the moment of inertia of this annular ring. So initially consider the moment of inertia of complete ring. So that is, its mass is m2. Suppose mass is m2 and radius is, this is r2 square, and this extruded part moment of inertia is, suppose mass is m1 and radius is r1 square. So m2 r2 square minus m1 r1 square. Here the density remains same. So for density you have to take the surface density. So surface density is same. So from this you will get the relation between m2 and m1. This m equal to the mass of remaining portion, that is m2 minus m1. So m2 minus m1 is here m, and solving this you will get this expression I equal to half m r1 square plus r2 square. That is the moment of inertia about the central axis of annular ring. Let us see the next case. So we have studied moment of inertia of disc about the central axis, that is half mr square or mr square by 2. So this will be a case of a disc, axis passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane of disc of radius r. The moment of inertia is mr square by 2. Same formula is applicable to solid cylinder, because the difference between solid cylinder and the disc is of thickness, and moment of inertia does not depend upon thickness. It depends upon total mass of the body and distribution of mass. Now uniform disc, if the axis is about the diameter, now diameter means passes through the center, but in the plane of the disc it is half of this value. So that is id equal to iz by 2. So that is mr square by 2 by 2. So that is mr square by 4. This is the moment of inertia about the diameter of the disc. So this is for the laminar object and not for the solid cylinder. For solid cylinder the formula is different. Now thin-walled hollow sphere. Now thin-walled hollow sphere. For a hollow sphere, example of hollow sphere is, you may consider a balloon, or it may be a case of plastic ball. A thin-walled hollow sphere. So moment of inertia about the central axis will be 2 by 3 mr square. So r is the radius and the axis passes through the center of hollow sphere. This is also called as spherical shell. So moment of inertia about the diameter of spherical shell is 2/3 of mr square. Remember this formula. You enlist this on the some pages in summary sheet. Similarly, what is the moment of inertia of a solid sphere? The moment of inertia of a solid sphere. Example of solid sphere is the planets, different planets. So for Earth also we have to use this equation for the moment of inertia. It is 2 by 5 mr square. So moment of inertia about diameter of the Earth, about the diameter of the solid sphere. So that is moment of inertia about the central axis is 2 by 5 mr square. Here mass can be substituted as density into volume. So density into volume of the Earth is 4 by 3 pi r cube. You will get the equation in terms of density and the r. If you replace the mass in terms of density into volume, so that is 8 by 15 pi r to the power 5 rho. This is the formula in terms of density and the r relation. So here, if mass is constant for the Earth, I is directly proportional to r square. But if with change in the size, if mass also changes, then in that case density remains same and the I is directly proportional to r to the power 5. So if density is same and mass and radius both changes, then I